From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, July the 28th, 2017. Friday Muslim prayers at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem's Old City ended relatively calmly today, with thousands of Muslim worshippers coming to the holy site. Israel beefed up its security forces in and around the Temple Mount area, which has been the scene of violent protest since Israel installed metal detectors following the terror attack July the 14th, 2 weeks ago today, in which 2 Israeli police officers were murdered. Israel police have now released a video from the day of the attack. It shows the 3 Arab Israeli terrorists entering the Temple Mount and another man, a collaborator, carrying a bag with the weapons used in the attack, going in as well. Then showing the terrorists coming out with the weapons and the subsequent deadly shooting. In an effort to restore calm to the area this week, Israel removed all security measures and opened all entrance gates to the site yesterday, though Israel police did enforce age restrictions today, barring entry for Muslim men under the age of 50 in an effort to prevent more rioting. Israel police spokesman Mickey Rosenfeld posted on Twitter later today that police units continue to patrol Jerusalem's Old City. No incidents occurred after Friday Muslim prayers. Heightened security continues. Rosenfeld later added that after the peaceful conclusion of prayers, the age restrictions were lifted. And yesterday, U.S. Special Envoy Jason Greenblatt released a statement saying that the U.S. welcomes the efforts to calm the escalation in Jerusalem, adding, "We believe that peace and security will create the best opportunity to return to dialogue and the pursuit of peace." A terror attack was prevented in the West Bank today. A Palestinian man rushed at a group of IDF soldiers with a knife in Gush Etzion, but he was shot before he could stab anyone. The terrorist was critically wounded and died at the scene. And separate violent clashes between Palestinian rioters and Israel police were also reported today in a number of other West Bank cities, as well as in East Jerusalem and in the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, tensions continue between Israel and Jordan over Sunday's incident at the Israeli embassy in Amman, where an Israeli security guard was stabbed by a 17-year-old Jordanian who had come to install furniture at a residence within the embassy compound. He stabbed the guard in the back and stomach with a screwdriver. The guard fired his weapon in self-defense, killing the attacker, and another Jordanian man with him was also inadvertently killed. The Jordanians are demanding the guard stand trial in Jordan. Amidst claims that the attack was the result of an argument and not political in nature, Israel is conducting its own investigation and questioning the guard who told them that the attack was nationalistically motivated. Evidence is still being collected from the scene in Amman, including photographs from security cameras. And Israel has also apologized to Jordan for the death of the second Jordanian man who was accidentally killed during the incident. And here in the U.S., another case of vandalism at a Jewish cemetery. Police in Melrose, Massachusetts, responded to reports of 3 teenagers kicking over headstones at the Netherlands Cemetery in the city overnight last night. Melrose Mayor Robert Dolan wrote on his blog that he was deeply saddened and outraged by the potential hate crime. Dolan wrote, "Cemeteries are sacred grounds. Any malicious destruction is deeply saddening and must be given the full attention of law enforcement." The Netherlands Cemetery is said to be the 3rd oldest Jewish cemetery in Massachusetts. It was established in 1859 by a group of Dutch Jews living in the greater Boston area. Well, Teisha B'Av begins this Monday evening. The 9th day of the Hebrew month of Av commemorates the destruction of the first and second temple in Jerusalem. And for the 3rd consecutive year, Israeli President Reuven Rivlin will host a traditional study session with secular, Reform, conservative, and Orthodox Jewish scholars. The gathering, aimed at Jewish unity, will take place at the president's residence in Jerusalem Monday afternoon in partnership with the Jewish People Policy Institute. And looking now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, July the 28th, live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by a concert with Michelle Citron at 7:30. At 8, comic creator Neil Gaiman speaks at the 92nd Street Y, and at 9, it's the film A Jewish Spirit Sings. At 10 o'clock, author Francesca Siegel talks about her book, The Innocents. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 5:30, Rabbi Shlomo Riskin looks at this week's Torah portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, July the 28th, 2017. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.